Have you ever felt different, like you don't quite fit in? Do you sometimes wonder why you find peace and strength when you're alone, while others seem to thrive in constant company? If so, you might be what some call a chosen one, someone with unique gifts and a special path in life. This video will explore the hidden power of solitude and why it's such a vital part of your growth and success. Let's start by unpacking what it means to be a chosen one. This isn't about being better than others or having some magical destiny. It's about recognizing that you have unique qualities, perspectives, and abilities that set you apart. You might feel drawn to spend time alone, find deeper meaning in everyday experiences, or have an intense drive to make a difference in the world. These traits aren't always easy to live with, but they're incredibly valuable. Many people misunderstand solitude, seeing it as something negative or lonely. But there's a big difference between being lonely and choosing to be alone. Loneliness is painful, a feeling of disconnection and isolation. Solitude, on the other hand, is a powerful tool for self-discovery and growth. It's about intentionally spending time with yourself, away from the noise and influence of others. The benefits of spending time alone are numerous and profound. When you're by yourself, free from distractions and outside opinions, you can tap into your inner wisdom more easily. This leads to improved self-awareness. You start to understand your thoughts, feelings, and motivations on a deeper level. You can see patterns in your behavior and make conscious choices about who you want to be and how you want to live. Solitude also enhances creativity. Without the constant input from others, your mind is free to wander, make unexpected connections, and come up with original ideas. Many great inventions, works of art, and scientific breakthroughs have come from people who valued their alone time. In solitude, you can let your imagination run wild, experiment with new concepts, and push the boundaries of what's possible. Another key benefit of solitude is better decision-making. When you're constantly surrounded by others, it's easy to be swayed by their opinions or to make choices based on what you think they expect from you. But in solitude, you can listen to your own inner voice. You can weigh options carefully, consider long-term consequences, and make decisions that truly align with your values and goals. Throughout history, many remarkable individuals have recognized the power of solitude. These are people who change the world in significant ways, often by thinking differently and being willing to stand apart from the crowd. They understood that time alone was essential for developing their ideas and staying true to their vision. Solitude plays a crucial role in shaping character. When you spend time alone, you're forced to confront yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your fears, and your dreams. This isn't always comfortable, but it's incredibly valuable. Through this process, you build resilience. You learn to face challenges head-on, to pick yourself up after failures, and to keep going even when things get tough. Being comfortable with solitude also develops independence. You learn to trust your own judgment, to solve problems on your own, and to find happiness and fulfillment within yourself rather than always looking to others. This doesn't mean you don't need or want relationships. Humans are social creatures after all. But it does mean you're not dependent on others for your sense of self-worth or direction in life. Cultivating inner strength is another important outcome of solitude. In a world that can often feel chaotic and overwhelming, having a strong internal foundation is invaluable. Solitude gives you the space to build this foundation, to develop your own beliefs and values, and to find a sense of peace and stability that comes from within. The link between solitude and personal growth is strong and multifaceted. One of the most powerful aspects of spending time alone is the opportunity for self-reflection and introspection. In the quiet moments, away from the constant chatter of daily life, you can really look at yourself honestly. You can examine your thoughts, your behaviors, your relationships, and your goals. This kind of deep self-examination is essential for personal growth. Through solitude, you also have the chance to face and overcome your fears and insecurities. When you're alone, there's nowhere to hide from yourself. You can acknowledge the things that scare you or make you feel unsure, and then work on addressing them. This might involve challenging negative self-talk, practicing self-compassion, or gradually exposing yourself to things that make you uncomfortable. Solitude can also lead to the discovery of hidden talents and passions. Without the pressure to conform to others' expectations or the distractions of constant social interaction, you might find yourself drawn to new interests or rediscovering old ones. Maybe you'll start writing poetry, or find you have a knack for solving complex puzzles, or realize you're passionate about environmental conservation. The quiet space of solitude allows these inner stirrings to come to the surface. Now, let's talk about some practical ways to harness the power of solitude in your own life. One of the most effective strategies is to create a daily alone time routine. This doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Even 15 to 30 minutes a day can make a big difference. You might choose to wake up a bit earlier and spend some quiet time journaling or meditating before the day begins. Or you could take a solitary walk during your lunch break, or set aside time in the evening to read or reflect on your day. Engaging in solo activities is another great way to benefit from solitude. This could be anything from hiking in nature to creating art, from learning a new skill to working on a personal project. The key is to choose activities that you find meaningful and enjoyable, and that allow you to focus inward. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can greatly enhance the benefits of solitude. These techniques help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, and can bring a sense of calm and clarity to your mind. Even just a few minutes of focused breathing or mindful awareness can help you tap into the power of solitude. While we're focusing on the benefits of solitude, it's important to remember that balance is key. Humans are social creatures, and meaningful relationships are an important part of a fulfilling life. The goal isn't to isolate yourself completely, but to find a healthy balance between solitude and social connection. In fact, spending quality time alone can actually enhance your social interactions. When you're comfortable with yourself and have a strong sense of who you are, you're able to form deeper, more authentic relationships with others. You're less likely to be swayed by peer pressure or to lose yourself in relationships. Instead, you can connect with others from a place of self-awareness and inner strength. Being different and valuing solitude can come with its challenges. Society often emphasizes constant connectivity and can view those who prefer solitude with suspicion or concern. You might face pressure from friends or family who don't understand your need for alone time, or feel out of step with a culture that seems to value extroversion and constant activity. Dealing with these societal pressures isn't always easy, but it's important to stay true to yourself. Remember that your need for solitude is valid and valuable. It's okay to set boundaries and to explain to others why alone time is important to you. You don't have to apologize for being who you are. Finding like-minded individuals can be incredibly helpful. While you value your solitude, connecting with others who understand and share your perspective can provide a sense of belonging and validation. Look for groups or communities centered around interests that often attract introspective people, perhaps book clubs, meditation groups, or creative workshops. Staying true to yourself is perhaps the most important aspect of thriving as someone who values solitude. This means honoring your need for alone time, even when it's inconvenient or misunderstood by others. It means listening to your own inner voice and following your unique path, even if it's different from what others expect. Solitude plays a crucial role in leadership and innovation. Many great leaders throughout history have recognized the importance of spending time alone to reflect, strategize, and recharge. In solitude, leaders can step back from the day-to-day demands of their role and think about the bigger picture. They can consider long-term goals, reflect on their values and vision, and make decisions without the immediate influence of others. For innovators and creative thinkers, alone time is often where the magic happens. When you're by yourself, your mind is free to wander and make unexpected connections. You can explore unconventional ideas without fear of judgment or ridicule. Many groundbreaking innovations have come from people who were willing to think differently and spend time developing their ideas in solitude. As we wrap up, let's talk about how you can fully accept and value your differences. If you're someone who thrives in solitude, who feels a bit different from those around you, know that these qualities are strengths, not weaknesses. Your ability to be alone with yourself, to think deeply and independently, to find peace and inspiration in solitude. These are incredibly valuable traits. Use your solitude as a tool for personal and spiritual growth. In those quiet moments alone, you have the opportunity to really get to know yourself, to explore your beliefs and values, to connect with something larger than yourself. This might involve practices like meditation or prayer, journaling or creative expression, or simply sitting quietly and reflecting. Remember, being comfortable with solitude doesn't mean you'll never feel lonely or that you don't need connections with others. It's about recognizing the value of alone time and using it to become the best version of yourself. From this place of self-awareness and inner strength, you can then engage with the world in a more meaningful and authentic way. In conclusion, if you've ever felt different because you value solitude, know that you're not alone. Many of the world's most impactful and inspiring individuals have recognized the power of spending time by themselves. Your ability to find strength, creativity, and wisdom in solitude is a gift. It's a key part of what makes you unique and valuable. So embrace your alone time. Use it to grow, to create, to reflect, and to become more fully yourself. Remember that your path might look different from others, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's beautiful and necessary. The world needs people who can think deeply, who can step back from the noise and see things from a different perspective. As you go forward, challenge yourself to make the most of your solitude. Set aside regular time to be alone with your thoughts. Explore new ideas and interests. Listen to your inner voice and let it guide you. And know that by honoring your need for solitude, you're not just taking care of yourself. You're developing the strength, wisdom, and unique perspective that will allow you to make your own special contribution to the world. You are a chosen one, not because you're better than others, but because you have a unique gift to offer. Your ability to find power in solitude is part of that gift. Use it wisely, nurture it carefully, and watch as it helps you grow into the fullest, most authentic version of yourself. The world is waiting for what only you can bring. So go forth, embrace your solitude, and let your light shine.